Chocos and Chocolates, and then in between, Roberto here for another video review. It's the new KitKat Bites milk chocolates. Or KitKat milk chocolate bites. New, yes, look at that, new. Love to share. Yeah, very excited for these ones. Very excited. These basically seem to be sort of the, I think I said rebranding, but I guess theming almost, I guess you'd say. Basically, KitKat Bites about a year or so ago used to be essentially just sort of small fingers of KitKat, basically. I think half-sized KitKats, just in a pouch in a bag like this. Yeah, just not necessarily the same flavours you'd get normally of KitKat. So I remember they did a peanut butter one as well, amongst other things. But these ones look to be very sort of different, very sort of bespoke for this little selection. As you can see here, they've got little, rather than actual sort of chunks of KitKat, it seems to be sort of like a, yeah, I don't know, like a ganache or a fondant centre or whatever, or a truffle centre, I guess you might say, with little sort of crispy Rice Krispie pieces maybe rather than wafer. I'm not sure. What does it say on the back? It says milk chocolate shell, 6.2%, with a chocolatey filling, including wheat-based crispy pieces, 7%. So yeah, I guess that's sort of, well, I don't know if it's Rice Krispie pieces, but I guess they'll be quite similar. There you go. Yeah, interesting. Okay, and it's got palm fat in there as well. Interesting. There's another kind as well. Here, this caramel one. Chocolate caramel, but it's basically flavoured, so yeah, but I'm reviewing that after this one. Yeah, so they look quite nice, look quite interesting, but I don't know, I quite like the old bites. I thought they were pretty good. I thought they were just, I don't know, quite nice really. And as I say, they had different kinds of KitKats as well. Just you know, peanut butter one was very good. You can get peanut butter KitKat chunkies, but you can't get regular peanut butter KitKats. So that was a quite nice way of getting them, but it discontinued all those. So yeah, a bit of a shame. What about the Pop Chocs as well, in a similar sort of pack as well? So what have we got calorie wise? Let's have a look. Per 100 grams, 529 calories, which is almost, well, just over the middle of the 500 to 550 threshold that I seem to find with chocolate products. 29.2 grams of fat, 15.9 of which are saturates, and it contains, well, 7 sweets is a portion. There we go. Not quite sure how many it contains in here, I might say. 4 servings, so 7.2. It's about 28 in here. There should be. Cocoa Plan, Rainforest Alliance. Working with the Rainforest Alliance to support cocoa farmers and their communities. Find out more at ra.org. Don't recycle, it says. I think I always say this, but I'm assuming it means this product, not generally. It's a 90 gram bag, so there we go. Throw it in the bin. Little bin symbol there. Right. Any super vegetarians? I can't see that symbol. Yeah, I see it says super vegetarians, but I don't see why it wouldn't be, but can't see it. Yes, maybe it's not. I don't know. Interesting. Anything on there that seems to apply otherwise? I can't see anything obvious. First glance. Yeah, I don't know. Can't see anything that implies that it wouldn't be suited for vegetarians, but there might be something. I can't see anything obvious, but I can't see any suited for vegetarian sign on it either, so I don't know. Interesting, that. Yeah. Usually it's relatively prominent, but as I say, I can't see it, so could have missed it, of course. Interesting. Alright, yeah. Well, can't explain that. Unusual, like you would have thought, yeah, I don't know. As I say, there's nothing obvious in the ingredients that imply it's not suitable for vegetarians. Anyway, there we go. Alright, well, there we are. Okay, well, I think we should look, these look very nice, but yeah, let's say, look, very interesting. So, nice sort of rebrand of it, but we'll see whether it's, I don't know, yeah, any good or not. So let's give it an open first, find out what they look like. So let's do it. Let's give them an open. Right, okay, I'm going to give these, yes, new Nestlé KitKat Bites, milk chocolate, or milk chocolate bites, an open, yeah. So look very, very interesting. So let's say they replaced the old KitKat Bites, which were basically just small Kit Kats essentially, fingers of KitKat, half fingers of KitKat. Those you don't know, by the way, I didn't explain earlier on, but a KitKat is basically generally a two-fingered bar, sort of chocolate-covered wafer, and the wafer's separated by a little sort of cocoa cream essentially. That's what the old KitKat Bites were, sort of, well, sort of half-sized individual fingers of KitKat, the old KitKat Bites, but they've replaced them with these ones, which are completely different. So, like a chocolatey centre with like cereal pieces in them rather than just wafer. And there's a chocolate caramel one I'll be reviewing after this one, so yeah, so check that one out later. But yeah, let's give these ones an open. So it's how we're going to have done about 890 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the top right hand corner I'll put a link to a place to all my other reviews, including some other related playlists like KitKat playlists, things like this. So yeah, after you watch this one, go check those out. Hope you enjoy those too. Oh, wow, they are very small, these, look at that. Yeah. Not very small. Not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting something a bit bigger than these. Not very interesting. Remind me of something else, but I can't think what it is. Do remind me of something. So there should be 28 in here basically. So we'll find out if there is. Let's do a. Before we forget, let's just count them out. It did say there was 4 portions, and each portion should be about 7. So we'll see. Well, it doesn't seem to be. I can tell you that now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We've got more. Yeah, 30. Got 31 in here rather than 28. So I was going to say I thought we'd have. I was only going to 1 here, so I thought we'd have 26, but 27 rather. But 26 actually. Yeah. So I thought the 5 and then the 1. But yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 31. It's not too bad. That's we got more than we thought. Interesting. Yeah. Let's give them a bit of a. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at them close. I think I definitely, from appearance, prefer the old KitKat Bites. I'm not too keen on the way these look. They're quite interesting, very small, as I say, little Kit Kats, but more like sort of like a segment from a KitKat chocolate bar, which doesn't actually exist. But that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Let's give them a bit of a measure then, shall we? Let's get the old calipers out. So yeah, let's have a see. So width at the bottom, about 2.1 centimeters. Roughly at the top, I'll say roughly 1.7, so you can see. Maybe we should measure the rule at the top really. The height about a centimetre, 9.7. Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah. Width at the top, may as well use the ruler actually. Let's have a look. A measuring stick. About 1.6. Width at the top. At 1.1. Yeah. Where's the width at the bottom? At 1.6. Well, about 2.1. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. I love very small these ones, definitely. I'll just put these back in the box. Let's give one a cut. Okay. So there you go. So you can see there, it's basically like a chocolatey fondant centre with crispy pieces. Focuses in a bit better. There we go. These obviously there's more bits than others in some places. And the top bit doesn't have that many in it, but of course it could be hidden a bit further back. Interesting. Okay, it looks interesting. It's a bit like sort of Kit Kat's answer to Maltesers, like the teaser bar, whatever, you know, that kind of thing, or the truffly one with the well, a bit both really. Yeah, maybe there's a bit of an answer to the teaser bar, sort of. All right. Well, I think we should give this a taste. See what it tastes like. So, a bit apprehensive to an extent. I think it'll probably be quite nice, but will it be Kit Kat like? I don't know. Let's give them a taste and find out. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to do these Nestlé KitKat Bites milk chocolate, or Nestlé milk chocolate bites, as I've said before, yes, a few times now. I assume it's milk chocolate bites, makes a bit more sense, but you know, it often will be called KitKat Bites milk chocolate when you look online, perhaps. Anyway, let's give them a taste. So yeah, look very interesting. So these little mini cubes, very small, you would say. Maybe I'll plate a bit closer. Yeah, so yeah, look, let's say an interesting one. And you can see that's kind of what they are on the inside. 2 halves to the same one there, or roughly half anyway. All right, let's give them a taste. Let's do it. Not bad. Interesting. Very crunchy in there. It's more like a sort of Rice Krispie piece almost, sort of. Pieces. Quite a soft centre as well, very sort of liquidy, creamy centre. Not too bad. Let's try a couple at once. We need perhaps 2 at once, really. Interesting. They're okay. They're not really very Kit Kat like. They taste a bit more like come across a bit more like munchies, really, like sort of the limited edition munchies you've got where you've got the caramel, really. Basically, perhaps not as good. I don't know. That's what they come across a bit more like, to be honest with you. It's got that sort of chocolate centre, but it's it doesn't come across very chocolatey. It comes across a bit more fudgy. I say it comes across a bit like those centres to munchies, the limited edition munchies, where they've had like cookie dough in or something else in, you know, I don't know, some fudge centre or something like that, or brownie or whatever. Just one of those kind of centres. with a bit of a crunch as well. They do taste a bit like that, really, but not, yeah. And I've not been too impressed with those. I quite like regular munchies, but yeah, I don't know. These are very similar to those. Not really very like Kit Kat at all. I say like munchies. They're not more those limited edition ones that weren't very good, really. I think if they had caramel in, these would be quite nice. But then be very similar to munchies. So I'm not sure about these at all. I think the old Kit Kat Bites were nicer, for sure. I think I prefer the Kit Kats. I think for this kind of thing, the Kit Kat Pop Chocks, or whatever they were called. Pop Chocks, yeah. And the Kit Kat Pop Chocks were where it's at for this sort of thing. There's little spheres of sort of Kit Kat Crunch. I think that's kind of what, scratches the same itch, so to speak, as what these are trying to achieve. I think these ones, I just prefer mini Kit Kats, really. Like the old, as I say, Kit Kat Bites, I think just worked a lot better. I think these ones just, as I say, not really like Kit Kats at all, more like munchies. Yeah. Won't do it for me, these ones. A bit disappointing. I think for me, these, yeah, I'll say just not really Kit Kat enough and too similar to munchies. Yeah, and not the good munchies either. Let's say the limited edition ones that aren't quite as nice. The problem with those, they didn't, rather than replace a sort of biscuit in the centre with whatever they were trying to do, like brownie or whatever, replace the caramel. And it was crazy, really. This is ones like this where they've got no caramel. It's just got that sort of centre, sort of faux brownie, faux, I don't know, whatever centre. It just tastes a bit like this, really. You get a bit of crunchy now. That's symmetrical, actually. Look at that. It's like crunchy ball things. They're okay, but yeah. As I say, I've said it a few times now. It just reminds me of those sort of quite poor munchie products, those limited edition munchie ones that just weren't as nice as the regular munchies. Yeah, not too happy with this one. I think for me, 2 out of 5 really. Just not really reminiscent enough of a Kit Kat. Tastes a bit like another product that Nestlé already do, munchies, but the worst ones, the limited edition ones that were quite poor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too keen on these ones. As I say, the chocolate centre is just a bit rubbish. The crunch is there, but it's not as good as a regular Kit Kat. They're just not as good as regular Kit Kats, and they're certainly not as good as the old Kit Kat Bites, which were just sort of tiny, sort of half-sized fingers of Kit Kat. Just a bit poor, these. Yeah, a bit poor. Not too impressed. Yeah, 2 out of 5 basically. There's not really much with these I could recommend, really. As I say, I think I'd just go for munchies instead. Not the limited edition munchies, but I guess those would still be better than these. But I'll just go for the regular munchies. But if you do want this kind of hit, I think going for the limited edition munchies or whatever you can find, the brownie ones, the fudge ones, whatever, cookie dough ones, whatever ones you can see, basically, they're better than these. And I still don't think they're that great. But regular munchies where it's at. Regular munchies or regular Kit Kats, buy those over these. Yeah, all day long. 2 out of 5 these ones, and it's a low 2 out of 5 as well. It really is. Yeah, disappointing. But we'll see what these ones are like. I don't have too many hopes for these. I'd rather they had actual caramel in them as well. But we'll see. But I'll review those next. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program as well. Link for that's in the description. It's a great way to support the channel, really is. And promote TP, get some extra content as well. Check out the Discord server. That's a great way to support myself via the community and to be part of it. Yeah, it'd be great to see you there. So leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments as well. It's always great to hear from you, and I always do my best to reply. Have a great day also, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.